Oh, hello there, I didn't see you. What is this? It's a Steadicam. Wow. Is that the new Atomos Shogun? Wow. Let's like play with it or something like that. Whose Steadicam is this? So we're about to do a test shoot today. It's going to involve some dancers out in the wilderness somewhere. We haven't quite figured that out. But I rigged this up in a way that just kind of works with how the Atomos Shogun is working right now. There's some firmware upgrades to be done. The Atomos Shogun is cool because it passes through both HDMI and SDI at the same time. I'm using that pass-through to then feed picture into my monitor, which is really cool.
But with the current firmware, when we shoot and record in 4K, the Shogun does not down convert. So I have to rely on Shogun screen to shoot if I don't want to spend money on converters. So for this shoot, no wireless video, and thus no easy wireless follow focus use. So we toss those.
When we're recording 4K, I can only see video on the A7s and on the Shogun, which is going to be kind of a ghetto way of operating.
Additionally, the lightweight Sony batteries that the Shogun uses only last as long as the 40-year-old Virgin did his first time, so we needed a different power solution. We used a clunky battery plate adapted for our V-Lock batteries to power the Shogun. So being super bare bones, we just wanted to see how well the footage turns out with this sorta, kinda, maybe run and gun setup.
Oh, this is going to be so interesting.
We're featuring dancers Rianne and Cheetah today, with them doing some amazing but oftentimes scary moves.
Oh, whoa. Holy.
The very first thing we noticed was how poorly the screen does outdoors. Half the time, I couldn't see what the hell I was doing.
Glare. A lot of glare. Can you see what's happening? I don't know. No. Yeah, you can't see what's happening.
We just had to trust the Shogun's exposure and focus tools as well as channel the force. The custom Atomos Sun Hood couldn't come soon enough. We kept on crossing our fingers, hoping that we'll actually see something when we review the footage at home, and when we did, it was fine! A tad bit underexposed, but it looked good. Keeping our aperture closed down to f9 or higher, we wanted to see how 4K looked in all its glory on the A7s. And indeed, it was glorious.
So we're getting good stuff so far. It's just that the glare and everything and the fact that my monitor isn't working down there is making it hard to do Steadicam.
So when we switched to 1080p for some overcranking, the Steadicam monitor finally worked. Operating was then the way it should be, and we got some pretty nice shots.
One of the things that we were kind of struggling with was the touchscreen because without individual buttons for certain settings, that kind of slowed us down, especially when we were chasing the light.
We shot most of the tests with Cine 4 Gamma instead of S-Log2 because the Shogun didn't have a LUT for it just yet. But we did do a couple of shots using S-Log2 just because I know all you guys will ask about it. And just because everybody wants to see it, here's a graded and ungraded clip. You whiny people.
Wow, we're back, and I'm not sweaty at all. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and we will be releasing more videos, testing out the new firmware upgrades as they come in. So stay subscribed so you get those right away, and we'll see you next time. Exit? But you're not supposed to follow me when I exit. Dang it, Marcus!